I'll call the special meeting to order. This will be the 5:30 PM meeting. So this will be in your packet as 5:30. We are a little behind, but that is okay. Is there any objection to waiving the Pledge of Allegiance, as we've already gone through this? Hearing none, quorum call, please.
Director Black?
Yes.
Director Kreutz?
Here.
Director Dakotas? Director Heath?
Here.
Director Marian? Director Moses?
Here.
Director Meserve?
Here.
Director Sargent?
Here.
Director Silvestri?
Here.
Director Welch?
Here.
You have 10 members present.
10 members present, we have a quorum. So number 4 on our agenda is appointment of the chairperson of the board. Easy for me to say. The nomination period will be considered open. I'll entertain motions for board chair. Director Sargent, can you put your microphone on too, please? Or Ms. Heath?
I nominate Paul Welch for chair.
I accept. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I will give a very brief speech, I guess. Although I've been spending the past month and a half campaigning for our school budget, which fantastically did pass, and for our board members that were running unopposed, I still have plenty of energy to dedicate to the district, to the people that work here, to the people, the students that go here, to the parents, the families of the district, to the people that are paying the taxes who have no children in our district. I look forward to, if elected, representing all of you and speaking for this board with one voice. Thank you. Sandy, can we take a roll call vote, please?
Director Black?
Yes.
Director Kreutz?
Yes.
Director Dakotas? Director Heath?
Yes.
Director Marian?
Yes.
Director Moses?
Yes.
Director Meserve?
Yes.
Director Sargent?
Yes.
Director Silvestri?
Yes.
Director Welch?
Yes.
You have 10 members voting yes.
10 members voting yes. A chairperson has been elected. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Oh, Mr. Carlo. Mr. Carlo.
We cannot hear you yet, though. It might be in the room.
I have my audio unmuted.
You're good. Can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
This at the next meeting.
Okay. I just wanted to speak in support of your nomination, but that's not necessary as you've been elected unanimously. And I wanted to congratulate you and convey my full support of your leadership. I regret I can't be there in person to pass the gavel to you, but I want the board to know it has just made a phenomenal choice. Having served with Director and now Chairman Welch over the last 2 years as Vice Chairman, and over the last longer than that as in his capacity as a member, I've gotten to know Paul quite well. And his support for Bonnie Eagle, the students, staff, faculty, and parents, taxpayers of this community is unimpeachable. And I'm so proud that you are sitting at the rostrum as chairman, and I know that you will make great decisions for our district. And I wanted to convey to you my personal congratulations on this excellent achievement. Thank you, Paul, for your service to our district.
Thank you, Mr. Carlo. So on to number 5, appointment of the vice chairperson of the board. I do want to bring a motion at this point to table this discussion since Mr. Carlo is interested in running but is unable to until he has signed the paperwork and taken the oath of office. This would be something that would have to be seconded and would have to be voted on. You'd have to approve this, this motion. So having placed the motion on the floor, I look for a second. The motion is to table the search for the appointment of a vice chairperson until a time when Mr. Carlo will be able to be at a meeting. This is something that would need to be seconded and would need to be voted in the affirmative or voted down.
Question,
Yes,
and I don't know if we know the answer to this.
I do, maybe.
Are we, can we put him up for nomination if he's not officially signed in? Is that part of the issue?
Correct, yeah. He would not be available to vote in any of the this meeting, the special meeting, and the meeting after that until such a time that he's been able to take the oath and sign the paperwork to.
Yeah, I mean, the voting I'm not as concerned with, but, you know, if we can't even nominate and he's
Correct.
interested, obviously, that doesn't seem super fair. I mean, so I'll second it to put the motion on the floor. We can still discuss, yes?
Yes, or if we choose not to second it, then the motion would not be before you, and we'd move to nominations.
I'll second it.
Erica Kreutz has seconded it. Is there, let's have discussion.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, I made the motion. Yep.
before we vote on it, if he's attending the meeting remotely, has the state rescinded the right for us to have remote meetings?
No, this is because he is not able to sign the paperwork, because he was up for reelection as well. So as he has not taken the oath, has not signed the paperwork, he's determined that he would not be a voting member at this point and not eligible to be appointed or nominated as a vice chairman. This is something that he is interested in doing. Dr. Moses?
I'll defer to the majority. If you want to put it off for a week or two, that's fine. But I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks too, because I'm headed north. So, you know, we're going to have vacations this summer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to just say, that just for clarity, the next, well, we're proposing that the next meeting be, is it the 17th? Is that Monday in July? That sounds right. 14th? 14th. It would be Monday, the 14th of July is what we're proposing to be the summer meeting. The board could suggest a different date, but that would, the July meeting is usually set at this time, and that would be the next regular meeting after the one that follows.
Dr. Moses?
Yeah, I won't support this motion. I think we're all here. We need to get the slate of offices in place. We all have choices that we have to make. Instead of waiting till the middle of July, I think we ought to take the vote, or not, if there are others nominated. I don't know if there are any nominations currently on the floor, correct?
Not at this time, but there could be.
So I'm good to go now, so I won't support it.
I'm going to be away
Sergeant.
in July too, that week. And this is what happens every summer. We have holes in our membership because we only have one meeting in August and one in July, and so. Can we nominate Mr. Carlo when
No.
he's not attending?
No, we could nominate others, we could vote for other people if we vote this down, and they could be elected the vice chair. But we cannot nominate Mr. Carlo as a candidate before he's been able to take the oath, sign the paperwork. Director Marion?
So we can't nominate Mr. Carlo because his term has expired, and he was reelected, and he needs to be sworn in order to become an active Board of Director person. And he's not been sworn in, so his term has expired.
Other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Can you repeat the,
Oh, we're voting to table the appointment nominations of a vice chairman until the next meeting, July 14th.
Director Black,
No.
Director Kreutz,
Yes?
Dakotas,
Hold on just a sec.
Director Dakotas,
Yes.
Director Heath,
Oh, you guys. Yes, how would you vote Director Dakota? Oh. Are you voting yes?
What is your vote, Director Dakotas?
Dakota says no to tabling.
Director Heath,
No.
Director Marian,
No.
Director Moses,
No.
Director Meserve,
No.
Director Sargent,
No,
Director Silvestri,
Yes.
Chairman Welch.
Yes.
You have 3 votes in the affirmative and 7 in the negative.
3 votes in the affirmative, 7 in the negative. The motion fails. Open the floor to nominations for vice chairperson of the board. Director Moses.
I'd like to nominate Ms. Kelly Heath as vice chair of the board.
2 seconds. 3 seconds. That's a third. Do you accept, Ms. Heath? You have to accept first.
I do accept.
Wonderful. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none? Would you like to make a speech?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited to serve in this way. And I think over the years, I've been on the school board now for 4 full years. And I've had some leadership capacities, namely that in the negotiations, as chair of the negotiations. And I think that in finance and facilities, and that in both roles, especially in the negotiations, I had a really nuanced leadership of that, and I work from consensus and to try and build consensus in everything that we do. And so I'm hopeful that Paul and I will work really well together, and I'm very excited with the opportunity and promise that I won't embarrass the board in any way with my antics. Thank you. Thank you for your confidence in my seconds.
Director Moses.
Just want to say in support of Kelly, I think it's good to have new blood. I've served on the board for 1,000 years, it seems like, and I've worked with Kelly in negotiations, and I think she'll be a great second seat and provide some new blood as we go forward, as most of the blood in here is getting old. So,
Speak for
I
yourself.
appreciate that.
Speak for yourself, Jim.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to add a comment.
Mr. Sargent, yes.
I served with Kelly on negotiations on this last round, and she did a marvelous job. And having been on negotiations before, in the previous rounds, it is really a thankless job because you've got many good people looking for increases, and you have a certain amount of money, and you have to balance all these things. And I just want to say that she handled the job very well, and it was a pleasure working with her. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Director Black,
Yes.
Director Kreutz,
Yes?
Director Dakotas,
Yes.
Director Heath,
Yes.
Director Marian,
Yes.
Director Moses, Director Meserve,
Yes.
Director Sargent,
Yes.
Director Silvestri,
Yes.
Chairman Welch.
Yes.
We have 10 members voting in the affirmative.
10 members voting in the affirmative. Director Heath is our vice chair. Come on. Bring your microphone, please.
You know my middle name is one miserable trip, so. All right. Thank you. Look at the view.
Can't make faces from up here.
Now I have to. Thank you.
Number 6, appointment of other officers of the board. There are no other officers of the board to appoint at this time. Ms. Cormier will send out the email that's going to ask for folks to put in their wants, asks on which of the committees that they'd like to be on. So I'll be eagerly looking forward to that and assigning folks as close to what their preferences would be as possible. I will go to number 7, adjournment. I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Director Black? Is there a second? Director Sargent? Roll call vote, please.
Director Black,
Yes?
Director Kreutz,
Yes?
Director Dakotas,
Yes.
Director Heath,
Yes.
Director Marian, Director Moses.
Yes.
Director Meserve,
Yes.
Director Sargent,
Yes.
Director Silvestri,
Yes.
Chairman Welch.
Yes.
I already did Kelly. So we have 10 members voting yes.
10 members voting in the affirmative. This meeting will adjourn for 2 minutes, and we will start a regular board meeting.